Hello. This is another one of our videos where we belatedly take some of the shrink wrap off Broken Compass role-playing game products from Two Little Mice. Now, since the last video where we took a look at the Voyage Extraordinaire season guide, a lot more people across North America have received what they backed for on the very successful Kickstarter. And I know this has been a great stress relief for those people who are waiting, but also for Two Little Mice who have been working very hard behind the scenes to kind of surmount these ridiculous shipping problems that the current state of the world have made just a part of our lives, I guess. So congratulations to everybody involved for your patience and for your hard work in making it all come together. It's been pretty exciting and unusual and rare for me to be on the other end of this scale, having received my rewards very early in the delivery cycle, whereas usually living in Korea, I get things at the end. So today we're going to look at the last of the season supplements, which is called What If? It's full of all kinds of interesting ideas for adding to or adapting or completely changing the feel of your Broken Compass play. But before we get there, in the original Kickstarter, which delivered the Adventure Journal, the core rules for Broken Compass, and the Golden Age Season 1 supplement, which provided a variety of specific rules for enhancing your play of that era, that Golden Age type of play, action movie set in the 30s or set in the 90s kind of feel. There was also the spin-off guide called Luck Tales. And it's full of essays and advice, rule suggestions, and ways of handling play, as well as what we'd expect, launching points for adventure. So if we take a look at the table of contents very quickly, we see that it's a 192-page supplement. And this was a stretch goal for backers. And it identifies that the book is the result of the cooperation of more than 30 Italian authors who wanted to donate their time and talent to Broken Compass. Right? This game is pretty cool, and the community that has grown up around it is motivated and excited. And this is, the launching point of, maybe a new phenomenon of community enjoyment and involvement in gaming. So this is another lovely book done in the same style. Section 1 is called Falling with Style. And then it moves to Section 2, Riddles and Traps. And then it further expands on ideas. Section 3 is Real Life Journeys into the Game, right? And are you ready to transform your journey into an adventure? You get the idea, right? Child's play, right? Teenage or child's play, right? So there's all kinds of great stuff in here. Same fantastic art, right? There's a whole section of what they call on-demand episodes, like one-shots and that style. Just killer and exciting stuff. So What If is in the vein of this supplement, right? What could we do as a stretch goal that would rival or maybe surpass the amazing Luck Tales? Well, the answer to that question is what if? All right, so we can see that the creativity and passion continue just by looking at the cover. And as usual, we have our message on the back. I'm the maker of my own fortune. And without further dithering, let's take a look inside. Ooh, this one's coming off easy. It's ready to leap into action, I guess. Pretty cool. All right. Thank you very much, shrink wrap. All right. There's that new book smell. All right. Okay. Before we begin, Broken Compass is a game made up of simple mechanics, all stemming from the same root, the old style pulp adventure from the movies. This simplicity and solid base are possibly the reason why so many players from the very beginning of our adventure had a lot of fun changing the system and adapting it to bring their favorite movies, TV series, and books to the table. And that made us very happy. Right? So Broken Compass has a section for cosmic horror, very deeply loved in this part of the internet. Space opera, gods and men, good boys, which is a section about pets compared to the previous one, which is, demigods and gods and Greek myth and that sort of thing. Next, Fantasy Quest, for those of you who really enjoy fantasy and want a taste of what it can be like to play a fantasy RPG with a completely different rule system. This is your option, including more rules and different rules for Magic. High School, Last on Earth, and the very cool cyberpunk Blacklight. Then, yes, there's more. There's Toon City, Urban Legends, Leaving Wonderland, High Noon, Hack the System, Time Travel, Fortunedale. I know you know what that means, right? And that brings the book finally to a close with the last item in the table of contents starting on page 217. And the last full page of content, not including backers' names, falls on page 217. How about that for synchronicity? Right? So full color, high gloss, the same slick layout, no space wasted, no time wasted, brilliant purple bookmark, right? And lots of suggestive ideas to say, oh, yes, right? Not just that space opera, but also that other space opera, right? Those of you who are into games like Pugmire, maybe you get some enjoyment out of that. The Old West, Fallout, or games like it, right? So there's all kinds of things to focus on and be excited about, including rules for magic and madness and all sorts of mayhem. All right, before we go, let's demonstrate why this is such an incredible and useful supplement by taking a look at two specific sections inside What If. The first one will be Hack the System. Now, when you heard me mention that title earlier, you may have thought it was something about, computer hacking, white hats and black hats going at it, maybe a related but different kind of cyberpunk setting to Blacklight. But it's not. Hack the System is where the designers talk to you very specifically, directly about turning Broken Compass to your own purposes. It has a quick overview section guiding you through the things that you need to think about or, include or not include in your hack of Broken Compass to create your own season or to create your own on-demand adventure and that sort of thing. And it also takes the time to tell you to think about whether or not your time is well spent trying to hack Broken Compass itself for the thing that you're trying to do. There may be another system, there may be another game, there may be something lurking inside you that would be a better fit for that idea. Sometimes we get caught up in the idea that, because we love a particular game or we're playing a particular game now, we should just try and twist it to the next setting or adventure idea that we have. But often the system speaks pretty loudly, and the desired feel of play isn't the desired result of play when we try and force a particular peg into a particular shape of hole. So the Hack the System chapter in big bold letters asks you to hack or not to hack, and it talks about what Broken Compass is good for, what it brings out in play. And if that doesn't match the thing you want to hack it for, don't hack it. Make it or find it somewhere else. And I think this is really good advice. The game is full of all kinds of good advice like that. The other section I want to look at is, let's see, how about the Western section? How about Leaving Wonderland? Okay, so Leaving Wonderland, great splash art there. Right. Leaving Wonderland, right? There is a quick introduction to give us an idea of the setting, right? So this is following the same pattern that's laid out in the Hack the System chapter, right? So our setting and new tags. These are things that you'll have access to for characters. Right? New expertises. Then there's a section on new rules. Now you notice I'm very quickly moving through this, right? So it's 2 pages for welcome and explaining the Wonderlands, right? 2 pages for tags and expertises. Right? And one of those pages is simply, a chart, right, to make accessing the information easier. 2 pages, well, a page and a half for new rules, then half a page for new feelings, then, right, the accidental Wonderland, we have charts for play, and then we have 1, 2, 3, 4 sample characters. So with all of that, that might seem like to be a very small or very lightweight way to play, but it's enough, right? These things work together with the Broken Compass rules to bring about a particular kind of adventure feel connected to the setting of the Alice in Wonderland's inspired Wonderlands. You can expect the same layout, the same design, the same attention to detail, the same amount of information for each of these. So the Wild West, which is what I was looking for before, starts on page 170. Its art is on the preceding pages, right? It has its welcome, describes the Wild West, gives us new tags, shows us those tags and expertises, gives us the new rules, right? Gives us an example quick draw duel, right? Using these rules, and then gives us sample characters. Okay, so we're using the same page count, delivering information that's important to each, whereas in the Wonderland section, we received tables in order to help generate different accidents and unusual situations in the Wonderlands. In the Wild West, we know what we're there looking for. We're looking for gunfights in the street at high noon. And so our focus is there so that we can confidently go into play, knowing that for the thing that we're there to play for, we are well prepared. And the rules for Broken Compass have us covered for anything else that we might need. So I think it's pretty slick. Well worth your time if you can get it. And certainly amazing in combination with Luck Tales. So this brings us to the end of this sort of flip through or exploratory series, looking at the incredible print products for Broken Compass. Now that backers are receiving their rewards from supporting the campaign, we can look forward to seeing these products roll out for everybody else. Hopefully they'll have access to this kind of print quality, but even if it's something as simple as print on demand through drive-through or some other outlet, it's totally worth getting them. Okay, until the next time. And we are talking about launching another series of actual play using Broken Compass, with each one of us taking a turn running it. So keep an eye out for that. Anyway, until next time, take care.